welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Stacy and today is my running recap, week 2 of my Maffetone training. So this week I ran 3 times for a total of 14 miles. And I ran Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I also had 2 days of gym day and 2 days of complete rest. So the thing that stood out to me this week, when I ran on Friday, I had had a full day of rest the day before. And Friday morning, it was just fire. I felt so good. I even went 5 miles. And that's the furthest that I had run so far. Just using my Maffetone earbuds, I should have gotten them out to show you. I plan on doing a full review of the Maffetone earbuds at some point, but I'll just say right now, they worked great this week for the 3 times that I ran. So every day when I run fasted. So that means that I've only had coffee that day with a little bit of sugar substitute. And then I wait until about 11 o'clock each day to actually eat. So I feel like running fasted has really worked for me. I don't have any kind of stomach gurgles or anything. I just feel a lot leaner when I do it that way. And also just getting into that fat burning mode is easier when you're running fasted. I fast from 7 o'clock the night before until usually 11 o'clock the next day. So usually it's about 16 hours fasted. So what worked well this week for me? Well, the Maffetone earbuds, like I said, that worked great. Also, I saw a lady, I was on my way to the gym on Tuesday, and I see this lady out running all the time. Maybe she runs every day, I'm not sure. I know I see her almost every time I'm out driving around my city. And so Tuesday when I saw her, I thought, wow, she's so consistent. And I really aspire to being that consistent because she'll be running in whatever weather condition there is. She was out, I don't think she was running in the snow because I wasn't getting out in the snow in February. But she runs in the cold, she runs in the rain, the whole thing. So Tuesday I was thinking, oh wow, that would be so cool to meet her. Well, Wednesday when I was out running, she passed me. I met that lady today. Her name's Kathy. She's from New York and she's running Boston next year. Just how odd is that she would come running by me this morning and then I thought, oh dang, I didn't get to meet her. And then she stopped to take a picture of a flower and I caught up to her. And I was like, oh, there she is. I wish I could have met her. And do you know, she stopped to take a picture of a flower. I caught up to her. I introduced myself to her and we actually had a little 2 or 3 minute conversation. It turns out that she's from New York. She has qualified to run the Boston Marathon next year. And she's just out basically training for that all the time and keeping up her running mileage. And she was super nice and I was super encouraged to be able to meet her. And I told her how much that she inspires me. So I just thought that was a cool thing that happened this week. Now, I'm still having a challenge as far as coming in and stretching while I'm still warm. I don't mind stretching, I just don't want to do it right then. I really just want to come in and check on my flowers outside and water or whatever, have another cup of coffee like I said earlier. And so it's still going to take a little bit more discipline for me to actually stretch while I'm still warm because I know that that's the best time to stretch. So some other things that occurred to me while I was running this week that are challenges for me to keep my heart rate low. Number one is whenever I cross the street. Sometimes I'm crossing the street because there's a car waiting at the stop sign, waiting for me to, get out of the way. Sometimes it's just because I'm anticipating there being somebody wanting to turn in or leave. So even if there's nobody there at the intersection, I still get a little rise in my heart rate because I'm trying to get across quickly. Another thing that will contribute to my heart rate going up is going up an incline, even if it's not a very steep incline. And so I've gotten accustomed now to realizing what it feels like when my heart rate goes over that 131. I start feeling like I need to take a deep breath more. It's just, as you train, you just start to understand these things about your body, which is perfect. I think that's exactly the way this is supposed to work. Another thing is I like to sing along when I'm listening to music, and that also causes my heart rate to go up. Even if I lip sync, it still will go up. And so I have to know that even though I like to listen to music sometimes, I've got to just chill and keep on running and let the singer do their thing, and I can just keep doing my thing. Another thing I can think of to cause my heart rate to spike is if it's windy. And this spring, it's been windy pretty much every day, and we're going to need that wind in the summertime to cool us off. But right now, it's just that you don't perceive that extra exertion that you're putting out when you're running into the wind. So that's just something that I've learned, and I just have to know that my heart rate is going to go up a little bit, and I'm going to have to walk a little bit at that time. So I think that it's getting easier. I'm not feeling frustrated as far as having to stop and not stop, but to slow down and walk sometimes. I have some other thoughts about the whole Maffetone training that I will leave for future videos. But this, so far as this week goes, I thought it was a great week, and I'm still looking forward to my run days. I still feel like I'm not gassed after a run. I feel like I could still go a little bit further. I shouldn't yet because I don't want to increase my mileage too quickly. But my legs have felt great, and I'm just looking forward to what the next few weeks are going to bring, and hopefully the temperatures will stay fairly low in the 50s, 60s for when we start off in the morning, and it's getting up to around the mid-80s now in the afternoon here. But that's what we expect. We're beginning the summertime here in Texas. So with all of that said, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that I've given you a little bit of inspiration, or maybe just some encouragement in your own Maffetone journey. And I guess that's it for this time. And so I'm just going to say happy running to all of you runners, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.